Our city's ambulance provider is in need of a hefty sum of money to cover their financial shortfall. Tonight, they're discussing the next steps. Take a look. After almost 2 years of battling a paramedic shortage, Three Rivers Ambulance Authority is making progress. But that progress comes at a cost.
Actually doing a little bit better than we had projected.
TRAA Executive Director Joel Benz is figuring out their next steps after the Fort Wayne City Council introduced a resolution that would grant them $3 million in funding. It was drafted by Mayor Tom Henry.
Obviously, we still are going to require funding from the city, and so that's the next step. That was a little bit of a discussion topic tonight.
The agreement requires TRAA to share monthly cash flow statements with the mayor's office so they can monitor the need for any additional funding.
The only thing I would say from our perspective, we've always been funded by user fees and never, a tax subsidy or any sort of thing. So this is really outside of our wheelhouse to go after this. But
TRAA has raised their wages to maintain paramedics, and it's caused this financial shortfall.
As our staffing improves, which was the intent of this, by increasing wages, we would retain more employees, then we pay less in that mandatory overtime and all that other stuff. And so that balances out our budget.
Here's a look at the latest numbers. A TRAA ambulance should be on scene within 8.5 minutes. In February, they met that 85.16% of the time. That's a slight increase from January. And county assists have increased from last month to 24 total compared to 21 in January.
Spent a lot of time talking about, is this going to be right for Fort Wayne and for our community? And so, they felt like it was, and they felt like we should make these changes. And so now is the back end supporting. So I don't think it's ever wavered.
City Council will take their final vote on the funding next week.
The thing is, you see compliance and you see all these numbers and all these graphs. Really what it means at the end of the day is we're doing a better job of taking care of people. And so that's as an organization what we're about. And, so incremental or improvement it makes me glad, and it honestly helps people at the end of the day. So that's what it's really about.
Some council members said they're hoping this is a one-time deal, ultimately pushing TRAA to be self-sustainable in the future. For 21 Investigates, I'm Carly Van Cleve.